I'm Elizabeth Pantley. I'm a mom of 4 and author of the No Cry Sleep Solution. All human beings do wake up through their sleep cycles, and babies have even more cycles than adults do.
I'm Dr. Ann Corwin, the parenting doctor. As soon as your baby's tummy is big enough so they don't feel hungry anymore in the night, then finally they'll start sleeping through the night.
I'm Dr. Tanya Altman, pediatrician and author of Mommy Calls. By 4 to 6 months of age, all babies should really be sleeping through the night, if you let them.
Both my husband and I are completely exhausted. When will our baby start sleeping through the night?
A baby's biology is really amazing. The reason that they wake up in the night is primarily because they're hungry. Their tummies are too small to be able to hold enough food so that they can make it all the way through the night. And innately, they're born knowing that they won't survive unless they wake up and they cry.
All human beings wake up 5 or more times every single night as they move through their sleep cycles. You wake up every night, you might move your pillow or shift your blanket and maybe not even remember waking up at all. And babies have even more cycles than adults do. The real issue then is not to have your baby sleep all night without waking up, but rather learn how to put himself back to sleep when he wakes up and he's not hungry.
It's never too early to start a bedtime routine. Bedtime routines signal this is nighttime and not nap time. I need to sleep a little longer at night. So start a bedtime routine as soon as possible.
Another reason that kids get up in the night is because they just moved from a home that they've had for 9 months where everything is regulated. The temperature is regulated, the sounds are regulated, they're kind of muffled, nothing's too loud. They can suck whenever they want to, they can sleep whenever they want to. If they move, they don't startle themselves because they're just pushing against that nice warm water. And after they're born, of course, it's just like you moving to a new home. There's adjustments that you have to make.
Newborns sleep 16 to 18 hours a day, and they break that sleep up into 6 to 7 sleep periods. Over time, those periods begin to consolidate into regular daytime naps and nighttime sleep. That consolidation begins to occur at 2 to 3 months of age, but it does take quite a while for your baby to mature into an all-night, every-night sleep time, just like you do.
Try as hard as you can to be patient with your baby, especially in the first 3 or 4 months of life, while they're adjusting to their new home and while they're able to grow so their tummy is big enough so they can hold enough food, so literally they can get through the night and begin to grow and thrive.
Around 3 to 4 months of age, you should no longer be feeding or rocking or nursing your infant to sleep, because that's what they're going to need when they wake up in the middle of the night to get back to sleep. So switch your bedtime routine. Feed them first and then put them in their jammies, put them in their crib awake, and read them a bedtime story. And then they'll learn how to put themselves to sleep at night. And then when they wake up in the middle of the night, they can use these same self-soothing skills that they've developed to put themselves back to sleep without your help.
One idea that works for many little ones is using soothing music or white noise to help your baby sleep. Soft sounds or white noise can help in 3 different ways. One, they're very soothing so that they can help your child fall asleep more easily. Secondly, sounds can cover up the other sounds of the house that might wake your baby up, like dishes clinking or siblings playing or car noises from outside. The third is that these sounds can become a cue for sleep, telling your baby that it's time to settle down and sleep for the night.
Babies like to sleep in familiar surroundings. So in the first 6 months of life, for sure, try not to have your baby sleep a lot of different places necessarily. And if they do, if you're a family that travels or whatever and they do sleep in different places, make sure that you are always making the place that they're sleeping seem familiar to them. Like you, for example, you want to have the same bumpers that are around the crib, or you want to have, the same little sheet that's down.
One way to help your baby become more familiar with a crib or cradle or sleeping place is to spend a couple of times during the day in that environment. Put your baby in her crib when she's awake, Point out the mobile, hangings on the wall, toys. Sing and talk to her. Make it a very pleasant experience. That way when she wakes up in the middle of the night in the crib and looks around, she'll say, "Oh, this is a familiar place. I'm very comfortable." And then she can fall asleep on her own.
Parents often tell me that it's really hard to listen to their babies cry in the middle of the night. And I know, I've been there. But what you're doing by letting your child fuss or maybe even cry just a few nights in a row while you're sleep training is you're actually teaching them really important skills. You're letting them learn how to soothe themselves and how to get back to sleep and sleep through the night. And usually after 2 or 3 nights, parents call me and say, "It was so worth it. I wish we did that months ago. Now everybody in the house is sleeping all night long."
Have a question? Ask the experts at parentsask.com, because raising kids raises questions.